Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy 2026. I hope everybody had a good holiday, Christmas, New Year's, whatever you celebrate. But yeah, holiday season is pretty much wrapping up. We're we're almost a week into January already, depending on when I post this video. And yeah, what a this year's about to be crazy, boys. I mean, the topic of this video, the title was going to be, about Black Ops 2 and Nuketown 2025, but it looks like we're living in more of a Call of Duty Ghost storyline with, the whole Venezuela situation. And yeah, you know how it is. I'm sure you've heard, the news, but yeah, it's I saw those memes, about how Nuketown 2025 is officially set in the past, and that was like a real moment of reflection for me, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm sure like many of you, I remember when Black Ops 2 first came out. Many of us unks out here, we were there in the prehistoric times when Call of Duty was actually good, when it was actually a quality video game and not just this cat cafe slop that we get nowadays. But yeah, it was really like a big milestone in my life, because throughout 2025, obviously, like it crossed my mind, like, oh, we're living in the Black Ops 2 time period. um yeah, it's we have, we made it to 2025, but to see, like, something really clicked in my head when I realized that now Nuketown 2025 is in the past. Like, it's not just current day, it's history. Like, I mean, we're playing a historical game here, just like Black Ops 1, just like World at War, just like freaking any, like, it's no longer when the game came out, it was future warfare, and through the last year or whatever, it was modern warfare, but now it's like historical gameplay. Like, it's crazy. Like, gosh, and yeah, like I said, it was a big milestone in like just reflecting on life, because I do that a lot. I've always kind of been a sentimental guy that reflects on life, if you can't tell by my YouTube channel. But yeah, I remember, I'll take you guys back to 2012, um, when all the trailers were coming out for Black Ops 2. They had the pre-orders and everything. And I think, if I remember correctly, if you pre-ordered the game, you got Nuketown 2025 like on the house with the pre-order. I forget if it came, if you had to pre-order like the extended edition or whatever it was, but I remember I wanted to pre-order the game so bad. So, at the time I was playing PlayStation 3 cuz I had an Xbox 360, but if you guys remember, like, you had to pay for Xbox Live. You had to pay for to go online, whereas PS3, PlayStation Network was free back then. So, my parents would refuse to pay like the $10 monthly fee for Xbox Live. So I mostly played, PlayStation 3. But I still had my Xbox. I had it longer than my PlayStation. But dude, I was so desperate to get Black Ops 2 that I ended up trading in my Xbox 360 into GameStop to get the pre-order for Black Ops 2. So, like, and you know how GameStop is. I mean, they gave me like just enough to order the game, so like $60. If that, I might have had to cover some of it out of pocket. I don't remember, but it's one of the things I regret to this day. And my PlayStation 3 is an even more tragic story of how I don't have that anymore, but we'll save that for another video. But yeah, I remember the day walking into GameStop with my dad with my entire Xbox 360, and us being like, hey, we want to order Black Ops 2, want to trade this in to get the pre-order. And yeah, that was that. Traded in my 360 for Black Ops 2. But hey, I don't want to say it was worth it, but Black Ops 2 was a pretty good game, and I barely played my Xbox, so whatever. It's freaking, how many years has it been? 14? Yeah, yeah, 14 years too late. I ain't never seeing that console again. Um, yeah, I remember like the trailer coming out for Transit, and I was so hyped for Transit, and I liked Transit. I didn't realize how much, because I wasn't like, I didn't really care about like people's opinions online until later on in life. So I didn't realize that everybody hated Transit at the time until I got back into Call of Duty years later, because I fell off after Ghosts and like didn't play for a super long time. I pretty much missed all of Black Ops 3, which sucks. But um, yeah, I didn't realize that people hated Transit so much. I never liked Die Rise. I remember when Die Rise came out. I never liked that map. I haven't played it in a no, yeah. I forget, no, yeah. I haven't played it in a long time. Um, but I assume I still wouldn't be a big fan of it. I wasn't like, I liked Black Ops 2 Zombies, but I'm way more of a Black Ops 1 guy. I even went back, and played Black Ops 3. Um, I guess I was still playing it in its prime. I got into Black Ops 3 in like 2017 when I got back into Call of Duties. And maybe I just wasn't there for the prime of Black Ops 3, because don't get me wrong, there's some great maps. I haven't really done the Easter eggs on them, and I haven't delved as deeply into them as I did Black Ops 1 and 2. But yeah, Black Ops 1 is forever goated. I don't care what anybody says. Black Ops 2, don't get me wrong, great zombies, and I still enjoy Transit to this day. I'll still hop on a game in Transit. But I don't know, there was just something about Black Ops 1 that was just peak for me. And just in general, Black Ops 1 is by far my favorite Call of Duty. I mean, no other Call of Duty even comes close. Like, if I had to rank the prime Call of Duties off top right now, we're going from COD 4 to Black Ops 2. That's my definition of prime COD. Oh god, I should probably save this for another video, but fuck it. First of the year, I'm rambling. New Year video, so let's go. From best to worst, I would say Black Ops 1, goated, best Call of Duty. Oh god. All right, don't quote this. This is just off top. But Black Ops 1, screw it. World at War. World at War is second. Black Ops 2 is in third. If you can't tell, I'm a Treyarch guy. Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4, is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it for all the CODs that I listed. Oh no, MW3. I would say honestly MW3 is last. So Black Ops 1 goated, World at War second, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, and then Modern Warfare 3. That's my ranking. I don't care. I'm a Treyarch guy. All those games are great games, though. They're all S tier video games. But yeah, so back to it. Black Ops 2, man. I remember when the game came out thinking about how far 2025 would be away. I thought about, man, like, I can't imagine where I'm going to be in life in 2025. I'll be 26 years old, like, and here we are. Here we are. Now we're beyond 2025. We're in uncharted territory now. Who knows what the future holds for us. I can guarantee two things. The future doesn't hold return to prime Call of Duty, and it doesn't hold freaking it doesn't hold time ain't getting any slower. It doesn't hold a delay. It's just picking up faster and faster and faster, you know? But it's good. You know, I'm just happy to be here. Um, there were times in my life where I didn't think I would make it this far. So, you know, I may not be the multimillionaire rock star that my 13-year-old self thought I would be, but, you know, I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm here. I'm making YouTube videos, which is what my 13-year-old self wanted to do, and here I am making them. So I'm happy. It's a good reflection point for me in my life, you know? We're officially over the hump of being halfway through the 2020s. We you know, a lot of stuff has happened, been through a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff. If if only I could go back and tell my you know, my younger self, if only I could go back to the release date of Black Ops 2 and just drop like half the knowledge I know now to my younger self. I mean, gosh, like it's crazy how much, you know, a decade and a half can change you, how much it can do, you know. There's that quote. It was like, you underestimate what you can do in a year, or you overestimate what you can do in a year, but you underestimate what you can do in 10. And it's true. It's true. I mean, dude, I was in middle school back then when Black Ops 2 came out, and now I'm, you know, pushing 30. It's time is a wild concept. It's a wild concept. And you know, I was oh my gosh. I was 13 at the time when Black Ops 2 came out. And that was 16 years ago. So, did I say 16? It was 16 or 14. 14 years ago. So I've lived double the, like, I've lived how old I was when Black Ops 2 came out. I've lived double that and some. That's crazy. That is so crazy to think about. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you all had a good New Year. I hope your existential crisis motivates you to go out there and make 2026. Like, all right, look, some motivational talk on like New Year's resolutions and, you know, setting goals for yourself and everything. A lot of people think New Year's resolutions are cringe. I don't think the concept of a New Year's revolution is cringe. I just think it's been overdone. Like it's been a commitment. Like what do you call it? It's been so it's been so like not taken seriously for so long. Like there's just the stereotype of like, oh, I'm gonna make my New Year's resolutions, and you know, Jim's like, I think like from what I haven't done the research, but I heard like Planet Fitness stock always soars the first of the year, and you know, gyms get flooded with new memberships, and then like 75% of them end up getting canceled by February. So stuff like that, like if you're just making your New Year's resolution, like you just expect to completely do a 180 on your life just because it's, you know, a new calendar year, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. It's really more about just like being consistent with shit. And if you can start the cycle of positive consistency in the new year, January 1st, and like more power to you, bro. Like go for it. That's awesome. It is a good way to give yourself a clean slate and to, you know, just try a little bit harder. But the mistake that most people make is they end up putting way too much pressure on themselves, and they end up setting such unrealistic goals that they have no intention to actually follow through with. They just think that, you know, just because it's a new year, like a magic switch is going to flip in their heads, and they're just going to end up just like magically motivation is just going to fall into their hands, and they're just, you know, going to get all this motivation out of thin air that they've never had before. And that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like, it's all about just taking one step forward every single day. It's all about just like doing a little bit more than what you did yesterday. And I mean, that could be anything. Like, if you want to be on your phone less, like putting your phone down 10 minutes before you go to sleep and reading a book. Or if you want to, start being more active, like, doing, I don't know, 20 push ups and a 30-second plank and then going and walking a half mile. I'm just giving examples, like little tiny things, like it doesn't have to be this like massive undertaking where, you go, like it doesn't have to be this massive undertaking where, you do 2 years Dagestan and forget, 2-3 years Dagestan and forget. Like, no, it's not like that. It's just consistency and little accomplishments here and there, and soon they start to add up, dude. That's what I did in 2025. Like, I just started making little strides, and honestly, I really couldn't believe how much I was able to accomplish in a year. And going back to that quote that I said earlier, I might have underestimated what I could have done in a year, because I didn't really have the intention of like meeting any goals. I just told myself like, hey, I'm gonna start training martial arts again. I'm gonna start making YouTube videos again. I'm gonna start investing this way again, or not again, but I'm gonna invest more aggressively and do a little bit more research about what I'm investing into. There's a lot of things this year. I'm trying to think of more. I really did a lot this year, not to brag. And it was really a year about, oh yeah, like I'm gonna get myself out of my comfort zone more this year. Like, I did a martial arts competition and I got my ass handed to me. Like, I did not do good, bro. But like, I did it, and now I want to do another one, because it's like, hey, I already did it once. I already freaking, got laid out in front of a bunch of people. But like, who cares, bro? Like, they weren't the ones on the mats. I was the one on the mat. I don't care. I'd rather try and fail than never try and wonder what could have been. I'm dead. Like, that kind of just changed my whole outlook. And I didn't succeed in everything I tried. Like, my YouTube channel isn't really popping off that much, but I'm also really not trying. I'm just like enjoying what I do. I did make a lot of strides in my martial arts. Like, I got promoted, belt promotion. I personally think I'm a lot better. Well, obviously, I mean, I've been staying consistent, but, I feel good. And this year I wrote down 10 goals of what I want to accomplish this year, and they're all realistic goals. It's not like become a millionaire, buy a Lamborghini, and have a Playboy mansion. It's just like, I'm looking at them right now. I'll read some off to you. One of them is traveling abroad, and I'm going to Italy later this month, so that one's kind of already, knock on wood, hopefully. Who knows what's gonna happen, but that one's like within reach. I have all the plans set. Get promoted at work, be consistent with YouTube, read at least 5 books, stuff like that. Reducing my doom scrolling, like little things, and once I check those off and I've realized that like I've done them, like I actually accomplished my goals, bro, like the amount of confidence that you gain. Like, so I guess moral of the story is, don't put too much pressure on yourself this year. And if you have like a New Year's resolution of, oh, I'm going to change my diet, and you go on a really strict diet for a week, and then you end up, relapsing, for lack of a better term, you end up, eating some junk, then like accept it. Be like, all right, cool. I had some cookies, I had a Pop-Tart, and then get back to it. Like, don't let one mess up discourage you, and give yourself room for error. Like, I've made so many mistakes this year. Like, if I was perfect with it, I'd be a lot further along than where I'm at now, but I'm way better now than I was, January 1st, 2025. Or January, whatever day it is today, January of 2025, January 2026, I'm a whole different person, I feel great. I'm feeling like the returns of my investments. So, Get out there, make your New Year's resolution. I don't care how like unrealistic or corny you think it is. Make a resolution and then figure out a way to divide it into little bite-sized pieces that you can just do one a day, one a week, one a month, whatever. Just go at your pace. Don't put any pressure on yourself, and don't let the negative connotation with New Year's resolutions just like throw you off just because you don't have a six-pack within a week. So I hope you all have a great, happy, and healthy 2026. Thanks as always for listening to me. I hope you got something out of this video. Nuketown 2025, officially in the past. We're officially old, boys, but we're not too old. We're still in our primes. We still got this. Make every day your best. Stay safe, and God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.